Starting from this lesson, we will show you some creative inheritance programs. They can help you with your future projects and job interviews. Before we start, we need to clarify one more topic: the difference between resetting a property value and modifying a property value. Object A has two properties, message and list. The value of message is a string, which is a primitive type value. The value of list is an array, which is a reference type value. We cannot modify a primitive value. We can create a new value based on the current one and then replace it with the new value. For example, if we connect the toUpperCase method to a.message, the message value will not be capitalized. To capitalize the property value, we need to assign the new value back to a.message. The value of the list property is an array. We can modify its value. For example, we can add a new element using the push method. Now, a.list has received a new element. Next, we create a new object using a as its prototype. We pass a to the object.create method. Then we receive the new object using variable b. Now, object B will inherit message and list from object A. If we output b.message, the JS engine will first search object B. Finding no match there, it will search the prototype chain. So b.message actually returns a.message. Next, we assign a new value to b.message. What kind of result will we get? Assigning a value to b.message can have two possibilities. First, we retrieve object B's own property message and give it a new value. Second, in object B, we create a new property under the name message and give it a new value. But either way, the JS engine will not search the prototype chain, which means the inherited message property will not be affected. Let's output object B. We can see now object B has received a new property, message. The inherited message property stays unchanged. Next, let's try the list property. Its value is an array, which is a reference type value. So we can modify its value. We connect it to the push method and add a new array element. What kind of result will we get this time? Let's output object B again. This time, list has not been added into object B. Message is still the only property object B owns. Let's open B's prototype. We can see the inherited list property has got the new element we just added. There is a big difference between modifying a property and resetting it. When we modify a property value, the JS engine will first search the current object. If there is no match, it will search the prototype chain. But the JS engine will not create a new property if no match has been found. When we reset a property value, the JS engine will only search the current object. If no match has been found, it will create a new property. It will not search the prototype chain. Have you noticed a problem with the object.create method? b.list and a.list point to the same array. So if we modify b.list, a.list will be affected as well. If we are working on a team project, object A may be shared by many developers. This means every developer can change the list value. This is obviously very bad. In the following lessons, we will show you solutions.